At the heart of a liberal arts education are its communities of inquiry and practice. The Virtual Viking Longship Project will investigate how a new type of community, one that cultivates deep competencies in spatial computing within the context of a traditional liberal arts education, can be established at two leading liberal arts colleges. The impetus to this investigation will be the creation of an immersive virtual reality, or VR experience, for visualizing the social and cultural roles of a Viking longship. The project is structured as a collaborative teaching, research, and development effort between Grinnell College, Carleton College, the Archaeological Museum Schloss Gottorf in Germany, which has granted the project investigators full access to their archives and collections of Viking Age artifacts, and the Historical and Cultural Society of Clay County, Minnesota, where a working replica of the Gokstad Viking longship is on display. Such a project is sorely needed and very timely. White supremacist groups regularly misappropriate Viking history, Norse mythology, and the supposed racial purity of Nordic men to construct an imagined early medieval past that legitimates present-day racially and ethnically motivated terrorist activity. By correctly depicting Vikings as a multicultural group of men and women who interacted with people of different races, ethnicities, and religious creeds, the Virtual Viking Longship Project seeks to decenter the notion that the Viking Age was purely white, Northern European, and masculine. When completed, the VR experience will be freely available online for users to download and try out in their own homes on the Oculus Quest 2 platform. In addition to many academic uses, the experience can also serve as an immersive learning platform that prepares the general public for a museum visit or enhances their stay at the museum. The effort will be led by undergraduate student development teams consisting of a software programmer and Unity developer, 3D artist, and subject matter expert. These teams will be advised by faculty and staff who are recognized experts in the Viking Age, VR development, instructional design, and learning assessment. As the project will be developed as a fully open educational resource, it will be both a valuable digital humanities asset and a model for launching VR development projects at other institutions. The team will use Blender for 3D model development and UV mapping. Texture maps will be done in Substance Painter. Concept art development and storyboard creation will be done in Adobe Illustrator. VR development will be done in the Unity 2019 LTS long-term support game engine with the XR Interaction Toolkit package providing VR functionality. Visual Studio will be the integrated development environment for programming Unity scripts in the C# language. Audio editing and creation will be done in Audacity, and video editing and creation will be done in Camtasia. The VR experience will be built as an Android package for the Oculus Quest 2 standalone VR platform. All assets related to developing the project will be made available under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike 4.0 International License. Development on the Virtual Viking Longship project began in summer of 2020. A proof of concept tested the feasibility of a VR experience built around a Viking longship and demonstrated key experience functionality. By interacting with a graphical user interface, or GUI, the user of the VR experience is able to construct a virtual Viking longship from the keel up and isolate elements of the ship for closer examination. Future development will take this idea a few steps further and allow the user to create elements of the ship with Viking Age tools, build a ship by assembling these elements, load provisions and cargo on board the ship, and finally row and steer the ship. The VR experience will also examine the role that the longship played in Viking funerary rituals. The proof of concept also demonstrated the feasibility of embedding digital learning objects in the VR experience. Video files will also allow users to see unique features of the longship and its history, such as how it was constructed or the role that the ship played in establishing Viking trade networks. Audio files will grant users insights into Viking culture by playing Old Norse or Old English passages related to longships, either in their original language or in translation. Text files will visually display these passages in the GUI so that the user can read along with the audio recording. These learning objects, coupled with the interactivity of the VR experience, will provide users with deeper insights into the role that the longship played in Viking society and culture. Students could, for example, use their hand controllers to examine digital recreations of Viking Age burial artifacts and watch a video presented by experts in the field about the ship burial at Sutton Hoo. The students could then hear passages from the Old English poem Beowulf, how Skuld was buried at sea on a longship, and compared the spoken Old English to a transcription displayed on the hand controller GUI.
There at Heather stod ringed stevna, easy and utfus æderlinges fær. Haledon tha lefna theden, bega bryttan on barme skippes, merne bemaste. There was math ma fella, of fair wegum frat wa ye ladded. Ne hirdich kimli korche.
In the roadstead rocked a ring-dight vessel, ice-flecked, outbound, Atheling's barge. There laid they down their darling lord on the breast of the boat, the breaker of rings. By the mast the mighty one. Many a treasure fetched from far was freighted with him.
VR has an exciting and important role to play at liberal arts colleges, and the Virtual Viking Longship Project will help us to more fully define what this role looks like. A well-designed VR experience can augment liberal arts education by preparing students for real-life experiences, providing access to remote historic and cultural sites, immersing students in other human perspectives and life stories, and cultivating situated linguistic and cultural knowledge. By acting out a role within a virtual space, students can internalize the most valuable, even essential lesson that the liberal arts can offer, a deeper understanding of the human condition and the cultural, social, and linguistic systems that situate human activity and imbue it with meaning.